Chat, for a second, I thought that that noise in the beginning was that Adobe Enhance stuff. Crazy. Hi everyone. Welcome back to Metroid Prime Remastered. Hope you're having an approved evening, as I said earlier. Since it is the first 30 seconds of this here stream slash video, we're gonna be just like God's children, as Twitch intended. Well, not Twitch, but YouTube more. Actually, only YouTube. Even though now that the CEO is gone, and they're probably gonna get a worse CEO. You know, enjoy YouTube while it's still... whatever it is. I don't know what it is. Oh, already left? Cool. Sick. Well, yeah. I mean, that's nice. I'm for NFTs! Oh, don't worry, chat. Remember how Square was like, oh, we're doubling down on this. We got plenty of value to offer our gamers. Even though it's just like a destructed market. Anyway. Boy, we've talked about a lot so far, and we haven't even started the game yet. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We're gonna be playing some Metroid, and then we'll do some Pizza Tower. So, if anyone comes in and asks, Vinny, when's Pizza Tower? Whoa, that was crusty. The answer... The answer is, after this. Welcome back, though. Metroid is good. And, let me just... the volume got a little scummy. Oh, yeah! Vinny, your voice modulation software is glitching. That's just my voice. It's actually my mixer is crusting right now, but I think I can fix that. It should be fine. Chat, remind me, what's the last upgrade I got? Spider Ball? Oh, right, okay. So we went through some Magmore already, right? And then I saved? Or am I going through here? Because I can't go through there, I need the Ice Beam. Is this game a pizza-like? It's some sort of pizza-like. Something is going on with my TV, I think. I feel like it's no longer in game mode. Oh boy, are we in technical problem mode today, chat? I think today is a technical problem stream. Yeah, I feel like there's like a weird delay from when I press the thing to when it happens. I don't, my settings feel weird, because I plugged the PlayStation 4 in the other day to do the shovelware showcase, and now things are screwed up. HDMI 1? Let me just check something here, chat. Enjoy the music for a second. Apologies for the technical stuff. Low latency is on. I guess there was just always this delay. I should be playing this on a fucking CRT TV. That's the only true way to be, like, a real gamer. like a small TV without widescreen. Oh, these aren't ice doors. What the hell is wrong with me? Okay. Okay, so I need power bombs for this. A 13-inch black and white? Oh man, that's how you get the lowest latency. With those TVs, you can actually play the game, and the game does the inputs before you do. Actually, isn't there an AI that was, like, being developed? I don't know if it still is, but for, like, predictive gamer stuff, where it, like, knows what you're gonna press. I think it was something to do with the, streaming, like the Stadia technology, something like that, yeah. Puddle spore, sentient floating lava mollusk protected by an impenetrable shell. A puddle spore opens when approached, attempting to intimidate with its size. When opened, direct fire to its mantle causes it to flip into a defensive position. Good, good, excellent work, excellent work. We're fine. But no, chat, that's, I think that's some Stadia technology, and I don't think... I feel like it would just press the wrong buttons. Just gonna press the buttons I don't want to press. Burrower. Similar to the beetle, though it spends more time underground, it seeks seismic disturbances, then surfaces to attack. It has enough cunning to realize when something is too large for it to handle. Beyond that, it is fairly ignorant. What it lacks in brains, it makes up for it with aggression. This creature is ignorant, chat. Doesn't ignorant, like the word itself, imply intelligence in the first place? Or is that just... did I just make that up? Ignorant. No? So wait. You can be a slug and be ignorant? The opposite, pretty much? Wow. Chat, there's ignorant slugs all over the fucking place these days. Yeah, oh, eat shit! Oh, Chad, I went to the Natural History Museum the other day because the Parasite Eve inspired me to do so. Not very accurate. The game is not accurate. You know what? The museum isn't accurate to the game. Like, when they were building the museum, and they were like, boy, we should make this Parasite Eve level into a reality. They didn't quite get it right. There were no crates, there were no guns, there were no... like, slimy... mitochondria monsters. But it's still a great museum. I mean... other than that, I guess it's okay. I mean, sure, there's a T-Rex. Again, it doesn't have, like, skin attached to it in any way, shape, or form, but there is a T-Rex. No chocobos. No chocobos. They are building a whole new wing that was supposed to open, like, the day before I went, and then it got delayed. So, good luck that I have. But yeah, they're, like, doing a whole giant addition to the Natural History Museum, so it's pretty exciting. Why would a chocobo need a new wing? To become a one-winged angel. Mitochondria was said 112 times during the Parasite Eve stream. If that's right... Damn. It's a lot of one word. Some of these specific rooms are starting to, like, really come back to me the closer I get to them. Like, the first half of Magmore isn't, for me, as ingrained in my memory as this half, or this part. Oh, because I've been here already. No wonder. Oh, that explains it. Good for me. Alright. Didn't track how much sperm? Oh, there was sperms all over that playthrough. Oh, speaking of sperm, if anyone, people make a lot of compilations. Like, insane compilations. Like, I saw one horror... like, corruptions, the spookiest corruption compilation. And it's just like, these massive videos that people make. They sure do. If you set about making a giant compilation... you know, send me an email. Maybe I'll put it on the channel and pay you a couple bucks. If you're gonna do it anyway, may as well throw it on my channel. If you want. I mean, you could still make them if you want and put it on your channel, I don't mind. But if you do end up making some crazy compilation that's like an hour long of whatever, I don't know, you can just, before you do it, just email me and I'll take a look. $5, $10. But no, I would, I pay pretty fairly for videos, I think. And, I just thought, like, man, the amount of effort that goes into these compilations is fucking crazy. Like, scouring through years worth of videos, it's just insane. Can I be paid in Redvox merch? No. No, because I'm not the one who has the Redvox merch to give. That's our 5th band member, Sam. Sam Vox. Vinny, I thought you made it yourself. Yeah, I make the Redvox merch myself. I make all the vinyls by hand. Like, I press them like I make it a pizza. I do, like, the dough flipping, but it's vinyl records. Okay, so I was told this is where I have to be to make progress. Because we've been here many times, but let me go back to Samus's ship. Chozo Ruins for progress, got it. But, yeah, the new Redvox pressings are available now, by the way. Realign in Another Light. They've got, like, a marble vinyl, which is, like, they look nice. I know people like the color ones, like the blue and the purple and stuff, and it looks good, but this is a special celebratory edition, everybody. At least that's what I've been told. I think it does look good, though. It only took 10 months or so to get this shit made. But, Yeah, people like vinyl these days. It finally happened. When we started making vinyl, it wasn't nearly as much of a market as it is now. Which is why I do think, to me, there's a lot of, to me, there's a lot of hope. Like, even when stuff gets very... Like, music is just a cheap commodity at this point. You can just get it on YouTube. Like, you can get music from... Like, all you have to do is put a little bit of aluminum foil on your teeth, and you'll get music for free. Music is like the commodity that is most easily available, easily downloadable, easily listenable. And the fact that the vinyl record industry is, like, soaring at the moment is proof that people just like a thing, like a real thing that they can hold, that they can play, they can put on their shelf, whatever. And a way to actually support an artist they like. So, I don't think physical media will ever completely go away. But again, I know times are tough and it's a little expensive, but I will say that there are 1,000 of each, so you'll probably have plenty of time to pick it up. I don't think we're gonna sell out all 1,000 of each album anytime soon. Like, that's a stock that will be around for quite a long time. I think I know where to go. I'm almost done with Breaking Bad. Should I watch Better Call Saul afterwards? Yes. Maybe give it like a week. Give it like a week. But then definitely watch Saul, because Saul may be even better in some ways. And I also feel like... I've said this before, but tonally the show is pretty different, especially at first. So you're gonna be like, oh man, all that intense stuff happened in Breaking Bad, and now I'm watching Saul, and it's just some dude. Like, the stakes are pretty low early on. Yum, 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 yum. But yeah, it's by the time it hits the end of Saul, I think you'll find that it's as good. First episode, yeah, I know it has that character, but eh, I've never really cared for Tuco all that much. Just yells a whole lot. He's funny. I mean, tight. He's funny, at least. Seven flavors. I like that, that commercial is now part of the Breaking Bad lore. Oh, God damn it. Aren't all shows fundamentally about some dude? Yeah, but some dudes are more entertaining and interesting than other dudes. That took entirely too long to do. Shit. Fish! They actually move away when you get close to them. Next gen mechanic. Oh, I wanted to mention, I also rewatched Die Hard with a Vengeance, because, I don't know, I've been in the mood to watch Bruce Willis stuff. Great movie. I mean, I hadn't seen it in like 15, 20 years, but I remember watching it a lot when it was on HBO, and it's like the second best Die Hard. And to me, it's pretty close to Die Hard 1, and all the New York City stuff is great. Jeremy Irons is fantastic, especially when he does the American accent. Holy Toledo! There seems to be a lot of damage here. Something like that. That's the third film, yeah. Same director as the first. Yeah, what's his... McTiernan, right? Yeah. Well... definitely feels like John McClane, and not a superhero yet, like in subsequent Die Hard movies, where he just becomes... like a fucking, like, killing machine, and can live. May as well call the next couple Die Hard movies Live Hard. God damn it. Oh man, little bastards. Technique down now, secret technique. I still miss. Like, really? Tight, 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 tight! Some of the practical stunts in Die Hard with a Vengeance are absolutely insane. Like the taxi through Central Park. The train derailment. Like, there's a lot of stuff that they did in that movie that, even watching today, I'm like, almost 30 years later, I'm like, no shit. They did that? Love that stuff. I love when you can watch a movie and know that they actually did it. Like I said, Tom Cruise is just gonna, like, self-suck in the next Mission Impossible movie, and everyone's gonna go see it and give him, like, $1 million. Tom Cruise, did you actually self-suck for the new movie? And then he's just gonna say, oh, yeah, you know, I did, I really did. And then they do, like, a whole promo reel around it. Like, him, like, removing, like, 5 of his ribs. Guess we're going this way now. Going to the furnace? Or... wasn't there some wacky room? We're going... okay, we're going to the furnace. But yeah, people were talking about the Gorillaz movie was cancelled at Netflix, and my response was... Like, do you think Netflix would have done it justice? And to me, the answer is a very clear no. Like, yeah, once in a while lately they can maybe do something of decent quality, but it's like not a whole lot. So they were only distributing. Well, I'm sure Gorilla's movie can find a better distributor anyway, or another one. But remember when there was a Metroid movie always in the works? There was always a Metroid movie. I remember hearing about a Metroid movie since, like, just before Metroid Prime came out. There was always talk about it, but yeah, it never materialized. Favorite Gorillaz album? Still Demon Days. But I love Plastic Beach. I like a lot of Gorillaz, but Demon Days. I would say a Metroid movie would be a very, very difficult thing. But to me, The Mandalorian almost proves that you can kind of do it, especially the first couple episodes of The Mandalorian. It's like you can do a show about a sci-fi character in a futuristic setting, you know, and they keep their helmet on. I mean, just look at the Halo show. Easy joke, I'm sorry everybody. I don't mean to further upset Halo fans. I mean, I count myself among you, but at the same time, I didn't watch the show. I didn't watch the Halo show. I'm good. I am good. So that's why I do worry about video game shows that have a very... Last of Us works as well as it does, from what I understand, because The Last of Us was already very story-oriented, and and again, I haven't seen the show, and I know that people have their very strong opinions about this series for some reason. Whatever. I don't know. I haven't watched it, I haven't played it. But from what I understand, the game itself is designed in a very cinematic way. It's told like almost a TV show or a movie. And when you translate that faithfully, which credit... Apparently they're doing that. Again, I'm sure there's gonna spark a chat fight, but I don't... This is only secondhand information. But if you adapt something pretty faithfully... Witcher! But it already felt a bit like a movie, then great. But what do you do for Metroid? I mean, you don't do Other M. If you're gonna have Samus, you know, do a lot of dialogue, which I don't think is the right move, I think a little bit. To me, that's her character. She just says what she needs to say. The babby. The babby, the babby. But you could do, like, a series about Samus bounty hunting and then getting caught up in this Metroid thing. Maybe, like... Here would be my pitch. Speaking of Other M, by the way, apparently Other M has been decanonized. According to some weird poll, they consider it a spin-off now. I don't know how true that is, but you might want to look that up yourself before you take my word as gospel about it. But Nintendo issued some poll, and on a website, it showed Metroid Prime Pinball, Federation Force, and Other M as spin-offs. So, how about that? Pinball should be canon. I've never played Metroid Prime Pinball, but guess what? I am. One day, I will play that game. I like pinball and I like Metroid. But, This would be my pitch for a Metroid show. Okay, it's similar to the first couple episodes of The Mandalorian. Samus can take off her helmet. Why not? She's not a monk. But at the same time, you know, if she's on an alien world, she could leave it on. Because, you know, she wants to live. And you can still have body language be emotive and expressive. And, again, worked for fucking Mandalorian. I'll read that lore in a second. And you start it as she's just a bounty hunter. Like, you start it in the middle of a bounty. She's collecting a bounty. She's killing a space pirate, Zgrobkob. And Zgrobkob is the first 10 minutes of the episode. The next 20 minutes, she gets embroiled in some more bounties, and you learn about the world a little bit. And she does a couple more bounties, and then maybe, like, halfway through the season, or at the end of the season, she learns about the Metroid stuff. And it's the beginning of Metroid 1. She goes to Zebes. Zebes. Zebez. Zebeth.
Recording to logbook.
And then you just tell the story of Metroid from there a little bit. Like, you have her do the things, and then the Metroid stuff, and Ridley. I think it could be cool. I feel like people would be mad and wear Metroid. Well, you get to the Metroid by the end, I think. What is this otherworldly pestilence that infests the land, seeking out life, and its blind need for corruption? And where did the meteor that brought it originate? Was it crafted by alien hands, or is it a roving chunk of a planet that suffered a violent end? Our minds quail in horror at the thought that long ago, in some corner of the universe as yet unseen by our eyes, an entire planet was perhaps once coated with this great poison. Whatever cataclysm may have ruptured, that doomed place must have been mighty. Indeed. And if other meteors from it spread through space, bearing this evil to the far corners of the universe, we hold fast to the hope that this is not so, that the only surviving remnants of this evil are here on Talon 4. Then at least there is hope for its eradication. The Interloper.
Recording to logbook.
Plated parasite. Hardy member of the parasite family, invulnerable to most weaponry. Cousin to the parasite, these creatures are known for their amazing resilience. Field studies suggest a weakness to morph ball delivered weapon systems. Who would you cast as Samus? I mean, if it was... I don't know, John Krasinski's wife did a really good job in Edge of Tomorrow. Emily Blunt? I really genuinely could not remember her name. And I just remembered that she was married to Jim from The Office. Sorry. Sorry, Emily. Elizabeth Debicki? Oh, ooh, ooh! Elizabeth Debicki. She's tall. Who? She was in Tenet. She's tall, blonde girl. She's great. Really good actor, too. And she looks the part, and she's tall. Hell yeah. You're right, Da Vinci. I think I have to get up there, but I don't know how to do it. And, power bombs? Do I even have the Gwendolyn Christie? That could work too. I mean... I guess it's... Oh, here. Even so, even if the actress isn't at 6'3", I still think you can have someone just be Samus and be good. And make it work. But for me, it's less about that and more about, like, how do you write a show like that? And I do like the bounty hunting angle. I'm a little biased because it's my idea, but... You know, starting with just bounty hunting, and she's like, just doesn't give a shit, and then she gets wrapped up in this Metroid stuff, and then she actually, like, wants to help people more.
Recorded to logbook.
To the entrusted one, if you read these words, then our hope has not been in vain. Your path is fraught with danger. Monstrosities beyond description lurk in the shadows, starving, hunting for prey, searching for ways to quench the poisonous urges that bloom in their brains. Some of these are shrewd, but they're blinded by their evil designs, believing in the black promise of the great poison. They seek to harness it for their own ends. It is these last that are the greatest danger. When you rid the universe of these creatures, you will be the true and trusted one.
Recorded to logbook.
None know if our temple, the cradle, will prove powerful enough to contain this evil forever. For now it wraps around that abomination, cutting it off from the world above. However, we believe the power of Cypher, which has been produced by linking the 12 artifacts, should be strong enough. The fate of this world is now left to the one who will collect all the artifacts in the future. The time when the encrusted one knows is approaching. Sorry, I had a very long day today. Apologize for the shitty reading.
Recorded to logbook.
Many Chozo are gifted with the distant sight, and even more begin to learn it as our harmonization with the universe becomes more and more complete. We peer forward, seeing prophecy in the ripples of the water, hearing rumors of coming days on the breath of the wind. Though we celebrate the distant sight, many of these visions are dark, the worst of the prophecies. And the most common tells of the coming of the worm. Born from parasites, nurtured in a poisoned womb, the worm grows, devouring from within, until the world begins to rot. Not all prophecies come to pass, of course, but we cannot help but fear this dark portent. The worm. Basically, the show that I'm describing for Metroid is the show the Boba Fett show should have been, I think. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to do a good job because I'm not a writer, but that show was so fucking bizarre. Chozo Ghost, spectral entity, bioelectric field invulnerable to natural energies. As these entities phase in and out of existence, the only way to track them accurately is with X-ray scanning. This partially phased nature makes them invulnerable to natural energy types such as fire, ice, and electricity. Their aggressive and erratic behavior is most likely due to the corrupting effects of Phazon and Talon 4 environment. They appear to be drawn to Chozo religious sites, where they will wreak havoc upon anything that dares enter the area. I mean, I know it said that it didn't work, but I wanted to try it anyway. I guess missiles don't work either. Nope. Power beam only. Oh, super missiles work? Someone said, it's okay, Vinny, the Boba Fett showrunners weren't writers either. Thank you, Chozo statue. Radiation collector designed to absorb and store solar energy. They appear largely decorative. I mean, you could also have, in the Metroid show, like, you could have tertiary characters. Like the Federation. Both hindering and helping Samus. Like, there's... It doesn't have to be Other M if you bring in the Federation. The Metroid comics, I have, Oh, me and Jeff got a chance to hang out yesterday. We had ass juice at the Double Down. Where me and Joel and Mike had ass juice. And I told Joe about this today. He was like, you didn't have to do that. I'm like, why? What do you mean? He's like... And then, like, me and Mike were like, no, you have to get the ass juice when you're at the Double Down Saloon. And, he's like, no, you don't. You really don't. All it is just, like, very sugary sweet drink with novelty name. That's all it is. Anyway, no, I didn't read the comics. I read a little bit maybe, but not a ton. There's also a Choose Your Own Adventure book that people have been, has been discovered recently. Would you ever play Metroid Prime Hunters? I mean, no. A re-release I would. The single player is very repetitive. And the way I would describe it is really good for the DS. But the multiplayer was great. And, those servers are now gone, so...
Recorded to logbook.
If they re-released it. Things bound to earthly shapes are temporal and frail, existing in a single dimension. They are fragile, vulnerable, and ultimately mortal. However, not all things obey this law shapeless. They wait. Oh, this law. Shapeless, they wait beyond the realm of perception, emerging only when one arrives who can feel their presence. Such is the will of the Chozo. Our will to defeat the evil seeping into this planet remains. We desire only to see the darkness meet its end. The will of the Chozo has no mind or reasoning of its own, though. This will be the entrusted one's trial. Wimfi has Metroid Prime Hunters servers. Do you have to use a touchscreen to play it? Like, can you do analog controls? Listen, I know that those are finger shapes, but do you think Samus has to hold her fingers like that the entire time she's in the beam? 'Cause that's not fun. Drainage shutoff is maintaining the water level of the reflecting pool at 95%. Stone Toad. Oh, right. We've seen Stone Toads before. Oh, eat shit. I will. Yep, every stone toad will eat. Shit. Toad licks you. I mean, these are the most Metroidian noises you can get. Oh, elevator. That's a really weird, like, progression. Go through a little hole in the save zone, and that'll get you to the next area. Ice beam. Yeah, the shocker.
I just want to rule the world.
Okay, yeah, my voice is in no good shape to do that tonight. Oh, fuck. I am not good at them. They're not my favorite parts of this game by a long shot, by the way. The half-pipe stuff. And I fucking suck at it. Boost right as you curve upward. Oh, well that makes the whole fucking thing way easier, thank you. Talon Overworld South. You know what? Let me ask chat. This elevator or the other one? The best music! Did you see DJ Khaled at some event trying to get the audience to participate and no one was interested? They were just talking over him. All he was doing was he was on stage and he was just shouting. And then he was like, I can't hear you! I can't hear you! I really just don't know how some people are actually famous, myself included, but especially DJ Khaled. That to me, that's like a different kind of mass psychosis event that we just haven't studied yet collectively. DJ Khaled pays for features? Where did he get the money in the first place? Like, how did he pay for his first feature? And then he just started saying, "We the best music." And that was it. And then he got, like, super famous. I have a feeling a lot of his fame is ironic. I think. Have you seen his Hot Ones episode? I've often cited that as one of my favorite videos on the internet, because I've never seen, like, mind Olympics and, like, brain stretching in the way that he does to try to explain. I never seen it in my life, chat. The way he tries to explain that he's actually a winner for quitting. And he believes it. Yeah, the Lost in the jet ski in the middle of the ocean, that was a big meme for a while. But yeah, it's just pretty astounding to me that he, hell yeah, Ice Beam. He just kept trying to get the audience to respond, and they wouldn't. I know it's probably not healthy, and some of us have this for different types of people. Hell, people have it for me. But there's a schadenfreude to it where I just really enjoy watching DJ Khaled fail. Like, I don't feel that way about a lot of people on this planet. I try not to. And again, I know what comes around goes around, and like I said, there's plenty of people who would delight in taste of the fruits, the nectar, that would be the same kind of fate for me. But there's just something extra special about DJ Khaled that it just, seeing people ignore him is just chef's kiss. Alright, later guys. Vinny in his toxic era. I mean, I felt this way about DJ Khaled since the Bob Marley guitar incident. Well, actually, no, way before that, but I referenced that in my thank you video for the Redbox stuff, where I picked up my guitar and I just pretended I was DJ Khaled. You need the gravity suit first? Oh. Well, where do you get that? I don't remember. Oh, they can avoid the ice beam very easily. Kendrana? Oh man, well, there was the chat member that told me to come here. Chat member. A lot of chat members said that this was a good place to go to. How could these chat members have done this? There's a door connecting to the, thermal visor? Ah, shit. You can't get to the other door. I just want to go back now. I love that they just fly away. Yeah, chat, I don't know how to actually get back up there. Just jump from where those dudes flew from? Is chat giving me terrible advice? I mean, I should know. I played this game like 3 times, but I really don't remember a lot of it. Oh, well, that's easy.
Wireless.
Okay, so we'll go to Phendrana Drifts now. I just have to plot a course. I guess Magmore can take us to Phendrana? Well, we will make it so. Plot a course for intercourse number 1. Yes, sir. Remember when Riker made him buy a Horgon? Yeah, I remember that. Horgon, by the way. Riker is always, like, being wacky. Riker's just, like, just a wacky guy, you know? Well, we were here earlier, but I have the ice beam now, so that's helpful. It's good. It's a very good weapon, as you can see. Remember when Geordi and Ro died and Riker played the fuck out of his trombone? Yeah, I remember that. They all thought they were dead, and then Riker was like, well, guess I'll play my trombone. That's what he does. I've said it before, but I think Frakes' best performance on TNG was that episode where there's like, I think it was like fracture, like his mind was fractured, but he was also in a play. He was in like Beverly's play. Frame of mind. I wanted to say, like, fracture of mind, but yeah, it's frame of mind. That's Frakes' best Riker performance. I mean, like, a serious performance, not, like, comedy Riker, because comedy Riker is great. I enjoy the lava. Hey, Gorons... Not you, chat, but Gorons... swim in that shit. Someone just said the sinister metronome is back. The loathsome dung eater is back, everybody. Yeah, eat shit! I guess the physical version of this comes out tomorrow. I've seen some people get it early. The Hi-Fi Rush video was great. And there's an option to match your latency up properly with the game. That's nice. Well, I did my best. I think, I enjoyed the game, by the way. For those that don't know, that only watch me live, I played Hi-Fi Rush, but I recorded it, and I played it on my own for the Vinesauce channel on YouTube, and it was good. I may not play more of it, or at the very least I may just play it on my own, I'm not sure yet, but the 2-hour and 15-minute session that I did over 2 days was good. And I understand now why people like the game so much. It's really fucking solid, and really, really fun. So, maybe more, but we'll see. Just don't be too disappointed if it doesn't happen. I guess I'm going all the way over here. Oof, that's loathsome. Elevator room near Big Dome has spider track. They have like little voices when you kill them. They go, "Ah!" Let me just make sure I'm going the right way. I know I'm stopping and looking at a fucking map all the time. Are you talking about this? Wait, so am I going here or am I going here? I guess I'm going there. Because that's... Alright, we're going there. Oh, you motherfucker! Chat, do you know what just happened? That was the wrong enemy to use that on. His big booty thump, that right there, actually lifts you off the ground. Did you see the, Mega Man X Minecraft crossover? It's the weirdest fucking crossover. I swear, like, was anyone asking for that? And I say this as a Mega Man X fan. There was a SpongeBob one. Yeah, but SpongeBob is still, like, a relevant thing for a lot of people, you know? Like, SpongeBob is huge. Mega Man in and of itself is not the most popular IP at the moment, but Mega Man X in particular is a really, really weird one. Obviously, Mega Man X, in particular the first one, I think is one of the best games, action games ever made. But... that... yeah, it's a strange, strange choice. would be popular if they made games. Oh no, I agree. I would love to see more Mega Man of any kind. At least Mega Man 11 was good.
Defeat enemies to unlock doors.
Of any kind? What? Well, what do you mean? I don't know what I said. What did I say? That this chat member is upset about? Well, when I say a Mega Man game of any kind, I mean either Mega Man or Mega Man X would be nice. But obviously good ones. Wasn't it great how Mega Man 11 was released and never mentioned again? Yeah. Well, Capcom is doing just fine with Resident Evil and Monster Hunter, mostly. Like, those two series, I obviously love those too. I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. But, you know, you start to miss... the old stuff a little too. Like, even Devil May Cry was in danger for a while. Chat, remember that? When we didn't think was coming back? Are you gonna play Battle Network? Okay, now I understand what that chat member means. You know what? No. They're good games, from what I understand. It's just, there's too many Mega Man spin-offs, actually. You got Mega Man, you got Mega Man X, you got Mega Man ZX. Mega Man Zero. Mega Man Battle Network. Mega Man Soccer. Mega Man Legends. Mega Man Racing. Mega Man and Knuckles. New Super Luigi and Mega Man U. New Mega Man Special 51 Pipoles. But no, Mega Man Soccer is actually real. Like, if people thought I was joking about that one, that is actually real. It's not bad. I mean, I'm not into soccer really, but I remember seeing it. I remember seeing it at Blockbuster so many times and just being like,
No! No! I want to shoot! I don't want soccer! Ah!
It wasn't until years later that I actually played it for a couple minutes. I was like, oh, it's solid. Because I got to the point where I just rented all the Mega Man games. Like, I never owned X, X2, X3. I rented X like 3 times over several different periods of time. The only Mega Man on the NES I owned was 4. Rented all the other ones. The ice looks so good. In my mind, though, Metroid and Mega Man were competition. Because they both had arm cannons. Hunter Metroid, Adolescent Metroid, Energy Siphon, Tentacles increase its threat level. As Metroids develop, they become more efficient predators. Energy-draining tentacles allow them to attack at a distance. Quick to anger, a hunter Metroid will charge troublesome prey and attempt to ram them into submission. Hold-based attacks are still quite effective against these creatures. Jellyfish time. You know what I really like, chat? Those gel rings. They're like jelly rings. Hang on, I don't want to go into that room just yet. Let me see what's this way first, because that room looks like a lot. Oh, I guess I have to go that way. Oh, I think, you know what? Yeah, that's where the gravity suit is. Pretty sure. Gel Zap. Aquatic predator made of electrically bound skeletal halves. The Jezlap's brain is located in the upper half of its body, while the heart and digestive tract occupy the lower half. Linked only by electrical impulses, the two halves somehow function effectively enough to launch the Jezlap to the top of the Talon 4 aquatic food chain. Gets split in half. Now are you at the top of the food chain? What was I saying in chat? I was saying something. What's something? The gel rings, yeah, they're just good. They're just like chocolate-covered jelly rings. I don't know. Really bad indigestion, but worth. No one knows what you're talking about. Yeah, the... Really? Chocolate and jelly is gross. But you never had this. Is this a New York thing? I think it might be. Like the black and white cookie. You guys know about black and white cookie? Black and white cookie's dope. You know about that, okay, but you don't know about gel rings. They're called, I think they're called J-E-L-L ring. I think they're made by Joya, J-O-Y-A. They're really good. They might be a New York thing, but it's not like... It's not jelly like you're eating a jelly donut. It's like gelatin. And it's delicious. They're really addictive to eat, but I think I sadly just get indigestion after I eat them, but it's like kind of worth it. Dave, I'm not at my computer at the moment, but I'm just gonna assume you found them. Well done. You did it. Jelly and marshmallow cookies. No, this is a specific product I'm talking about. But, I like chocolate-covered marshmallows, too. That company, I think, makes those as well. Did I watch Picard Season 3? No. I watched Mike and Rich talk about Picard Season 3. And I'm almost disappointed that they like it, because it's funnier when they don't. But they're so used to trash that I think that this is, like, good. I've heard a lot of mixed things about it before they watched it, and I feel like this. Okay, if the show has new writers and showrunners, that's great. But the stink of season 1 and 2 is going to be almost impossible to wipe off for me. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait until Picard season 3 is fully done airing, and then I'm going to chop a finger off and mail it to Alex Kurtzman. And then that's it. That's all I'm going to do. I'm kidding, by the way. No, this is a joke. No, this is a joke. No, this does not apply well to internet humor. But I don't really want to watch it, and there's a part of me that just wants to pretend it's not happening. But the fact that Mike and Rich like it is giving me some doubts now. I'm like, shit, oh god, they like it? What a- oh, fuck. Like, that's how I feel right now. I'm like, god damn it. But I'll wait until the whole- they only like the first episode, and they don't love it, they just think it's like, not Star Trek Picard season 1 and 2. So I don't know if that's the highest praise, but I'm just gonna wait, and... Listen, I watched Lower Decks because Ross was, like, adamant I should watch it. And I liked a lot of it. It was actually... the Star Trekkiest Star Trek has been in years, weirdly enough, for an animated show. I couldn't believe it. I was, like, shocked. I don't love it. I don't love Strange New Worlds either, I just think it's pretty good. But, you know, I just don't care anymore, really. Like, if it's good, I'll watch it if it's good. But I'm not gonna start from episode 1 and then find out that, like, Picard turns into a dog. Because he's already a robot at this point in time, so if he, like, just becomes a dog... It's like, whatever. Whatever. He's what? Yeah, he's a robot. See, he died in season 1. And they just implanted him into the same age version of himself with the same, like, old... So he'll just, like, die of old age. Nothing's different, mind you. It was just a convenient plot device to kill him and make you cry crocodile tears, and then they could bring him back instantly. Which is the old Obi-Wan show trick, if you remember that show. How, like, they just kept stabbing people and killing them, and they came back to life, like, 10 minutes later. Why don't they put him in a new robot when he dies of old age? That would actually make for a good episode. Like an ethical quandary. But that's too good of a topic for them to use. It has to be about, like, revenge and sabotage and world-ending devices. So, sorry, that's too interesting, everybody. We can't do that plot. It's Joyva, J-O-I-V-A, gel rings made in Brooklyn. Okay, so that is a New York thing. Oh, you're missing out, chat. That stuff is really good. Really like the music here. Aqua Reaper, powerful aquatic tentacle, part of a submerged organism, similar in nature to the surface-based Reaper vine, The Aqua Reaper has adapted to a liquid environment. It shares the poor vision of its rock-dwelling cousin, relying on crude sonar sense to seek prey. Unhindered by water, the Aqua Reaper has considerable speed and strength. We was having a thrash underwater. I listened to the second Joy Division album in full, finally. Second and last. I think I like it better than the first one, Unknown Pleasures. Is that the name of it, Unknown, or is it Untold? Unknown. Yes, here it is, chat. Yes! The only thing I don't like about the Gravity suit is that I love the way the Varia suit colors look so much. Like the shiny gold is just great. Atrocity Exhibition is a banger. Oh yeah, that one I knew already. Go. Hell yeah. Gravity suit. It's still cool. The purple still looks good. You know what else I like about it? You can actually see underwater now. I love the very light chromatic aberrations that it has underwater. It still looks like you're underwater, but it's also very, cool looking and visible. Huh. Those are beta enemies? No shit. Get frozen, idiot. Crazy what talented developers can do on the Switch. It is. Very impressive. It's nice. Very impressive. Let's see Paul Allen's Metroid. Where is this thing? There's an upgrade here somewhere. I hear it. You need the plasma beam? Oh. Well, this will not be 100% run anyway, so I don't mind not getting it. Like, any of the stuff that's, like, super out of the way, like, I know I have to go back and do artifact hunting, which is fine, and if I find something on the way, I'll grab it, but I'm not gonna, like, try to, you know, get everything. Huge waste of missiles, but really cool looking. The easy comparison, you know, when looking at this visually, because this just continues to look great. And it looks like a Switch 1.5 title or something. But an easy comparison is Pokemon, but I don't think that would be fair. Metroid Prime looked great on the GameCube as well, and I think a big part of that is that it's just like self-contained rooms and not an open world. And as such, you can fit more detail into these small rooms and make it look good and run at 60. Now, that is the only time I will defend Pokemon Violet and Scarlet's graphics, because that game looks like hot dog shit on a cold day, which is impressive. So I wouldn't think it's necessarily fair to compare that to Metroid, because open world versus small rooms. But yeah, no, this is definitely like miracle programming, or I don't even know. It's amazing. They did a really good job with the optimization. Do you have any interest in the Pokemon Presents thing? Not really. I'll watch it, not live, but I'll watch it eventually. So, yeah, I mean, I guess we're probably gonna see some DLC for Violet and Scarlet, but I mentioned in the, I think it was the Hi-Fi Rush video, the updates to Chrono Cross and the Blade Runner game to fix performance issues and bugs and various other things. It's like, is it too little too late for some of these things? And maybe the answer is yes, but at the same time, I'm at least happy they're, you know, updating some of the stuff that wasn't so great on launch. And I said it before, but if Scarlet and Violet gets updated, you know, that's good, I guess. I don't know if I'm gonna play more of it, but... Chrono Trigger on Steam still gets a patch every now and then. Yeah, I saw that too. Someone said, I will actually be upset if you don't play more Hi-Fi Rush. Well then, my brother in Christ, you need to separate yourself from me a little further, because that cannot be healthy. I know you're joking. I know you're joking. They said, okay, sorry. It's okay. It was a funny joke. I enjoyed it. I've said it before, it means a lot that people want to watch me play their favorite game. Trust me when I say it means a lot. I just have to find the time and motivation to do so. And if I can't, then I end up disappointing people. It sucks. Which is why I jokingly say, you know, maybe streamer can't help you. But yeah, when it comes to Pokemon, I think last year was just too much Pokemon, even for me. Well, especially for me, because I'm not really the biggest Pokemon player. Between Arceus and Violet, I had my fun, but it would be great if they could just stop. Like, that's just me saying that, but it would be great if they would just stop. Just for a while. I mean, we're probably going to see the DLC. I know there's some talk about Mystery Dungeon, and some of my, my YouTuber acquaintances and friends would be very happy about that, which is great, but I've never played one. I'll probably get shit about that. But it's true, there's definitely some interest in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. And, I wouldn't say no, definitively, to playing it. But I think, I could just use a Poke Break. Do you think the space pirates have tried to enhance their genitals with Phazon? Yes. And anyway, Kirby's coming out soon, and I kind of want to play that. I'm in the mood for a Babby Kirby game. That, and I have a couple interesting diversions I'd like to stream, but I'm waiting for... I'm waiting to receive one of these things in the post. And then, we can maybe talk about a future stream after I'm done with Pizza Tower and this. But I have some interesting stuff. I have some ideas, chat. I have ideas. And, you know, then there's a whole bunch of new releases, too, like Jedi Survivor.
Defeat enemies to unlock doors. Doors unlocked.
So, wait, I'm going back to the crashed ship. So do I want to go to Magmore West? Or do I want to go to Magmore South? Doesn't matter. Okay, we'll go to South then. Also, let me see what time it is, because I want to devote the 2 hours. Okay, I got about a half hour more of this. And then I'll switch to Pizza Tower. We're gonna be doing the Yellow Ledbetter challenge during the break, which is a new challenge that I'm inventing. It's already been done a little bit. I talked about it during Hi-Fi Rush, and some people took the challenge. But I'll be playing a song during the break, and the challenge is listen to the song, try to understand more than a couple words that the singer is saying, and then try to decipher a meaning from it. Difficulty? Impossible. Here's the stipulation. You can't look at the lyrics online. And you can only listen to it one time all the way through. What if I already know the lyrics? If you've heard the song, this is for people who have not heard the song before. But if you've heard the song, then I'm sorry to say this challenge is not for you. I'll play it during the break. Workstation tunnel. I guess I can go through there, because there's an ice door. Boy, these jetpack pirates are just spawn all over the goddamn place. Oh, I can't go this way, right? Dumb things. What am I doing? Oh god! I don't think I can do this stuff yet. It's functional but not receiving power. You can? Oh. Let me just keep looking around. Good. For me. Absolutely. Someone said Vinny the clam.
I mean, what do you want me to do? What are you talking about? You want me to go to the clam? Oh. Yum yum. Yum yum yum. Yum 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 yum.
This bass line reminds me of like a John Carpenter soundtrack. The Thing. They Live. Good. Yeah, it's worth it for an E-tank. I like that you can see the little pips at the top to see how many E-tanks you're missing. Like the total E-tanks. Well, chat, were we... Was I talking about something before I did that puzzle? Anything good? Jelly rings? No, I think the jelly ring conversation's been over for a while. Oh, just that way. There is something up there, but I don't think... Oh, I need the grapple beam. Speedrunners are probably watching this like, oh, God, the pathing is so bad. How is Norts these days? Did you spell Norts with a Z? Is that like the Gorillas version of it? I'm really proud of him because he had an article written. We got an article written about Forgetter, and they described him as a famous actor. I don't know who wrote that article, but they knew what was up. Okay, maybe I do know who wrote the article, but it doesn't matter. Describing Norts as a famous actor was... he really enjoyed that. Yeah, went the wrong way. I do that a lot. I'm just gonna face blast some lava. This room gets so much easier with the grapple. Here, let's see. See if I can read this article, because Norts told me to do that. He just whispered. He was like, you should read the article. This guy's getting a big fucking ego. Let me tell you. Well, the first part of the article, I don't know who wrote that, but they said Psych kissed New York City band. That's a really weird way to say that, but alright. However, the part that I like is famous actor Norts loved the first half of the Double album and reached out to us saying that he'd love to star in a future music video if we made one. When we wrote Forgetter, we felt like it'd be a perfect fit. Norts is the strong, silent type. Ever stoic, he shows up on time, does his job, and returns to his trailer. We're not sure what he does in there, but a steady stream of mysterious vapor always seems to escape from the windows. While Norts doesn't describe himself as a method actor, he certainly didn't remember a whole lot after these trailer sessions, making him perfect for the role. For the video, we told him to explore our native Staten Island at his own discretion, and followed him around with a camera as he did so. Barring a surprise visit from what we can only assume was a friend of his, the shoot went well and we're happy with the results. Norts remains missing to this day. You found him since. Yeah, but, I mean, has he found himself? I know. Whoa. Whoa. You get lost in these roles sometimes. Look at Danny Day-Lewis. Danny Day-Lewis doesn't know who he is anymore! That's what I'm saying. That guy method acted so hard, he's not even human anymore. Samus's ship looks like Knuckles. No, it doesn't. It looks like Samus's helmet. Is that the height of narcissism? Like, flying around in a ship that looks like you? Like, what if cars were just people's faces? Yeah, Meta Knight does it. Alright, let's see. Let's see how much time we got. I'm gonna play another 15 minutes or so. Can I even get back there? Can I? Yeah, I guess I can. Thought it was up there for some reason. I had just false memories implanted. Norts, did you do that? See, he's fine. He's here. He's just... That's one of those things that his people know how to do really well, so... It feels so good to come back here with the gravity suit. It's like one of the best feelings in video games is playing a Metroid game or a Metroid-like game where you finally have the item that makes the area both possible and, like, easier to move around. It's just... It's great. What would you do if you had a Babby Metroid? Would you hand it over to Norts? Father of the Troid. Sounds like a good, like, shitty 90s movie. A good shitty movie. If I had a Metroid, I'd just let it slurp. Just whatever it wanted to zap energy from whoever, whatever. I'd like... What? Oh, that was a poor choice of words. Yeah. I just meant, like... I wouldn't try to stop it from being a Metroid. Like, just, like, let it be a Metroid, you know? But I think I said that kind of weird. It's a dumb room. Oh. It's not dumb at all. There is a morph ball hole. Derelict space pirate ship that self-destructed in low orbit above Talon 4. Faint life signs detected in interior. Shit. The whole crashed ship thing is a pretty popular Metroid trope. I mean, it's a popular sci-fi trope. But, like, yeah, this game always felt like they took heavy inspiration from Super Metroid. Because if you're gonna do the first 3D Metroid game, you know, obviously you want to see what made Metroid as good as it was. And Super Metroid was the previous game in the series up until this point. I guess Fusion came out the same day, but... So yeah, they kind of like, here's the lava area, here's the ice area. Well, the ice area, there was no ice area in Metroid up until this, I think. Aqua Pirate. Space pirates with exoskeletons modified for underwater use. Using modified thruster packs and gravity suit technology, the space pirates have armor suits for use in liquid environments. Thermal tracking is still very useful against these pirates, as the pirate engineers have yet to eliminate the thruster pack's high heat signature. Vinny, do you use toothpaste? Are you from, like, Germa's chat? I know you're here a lot, but, like, that's like the dude who came from Germa's chat that was asking about oil. Like, do you like oil, Vinny? Like, I swear to God, Germa has, like, some of the most strange chat members. But they're, like, usually harmlessly strange. Listen, I know it's the internet, and fucking God knows that's not always the case. But... that, like, random dude that came in that was like, yeah, do you like oil? Like, I love oil. Just, like, things that you can do with oil and use. And, like, you can cook with it and use it in your vehicle. And I'm like... It's like a real person? It's like an AI at the other end of the computer monitor? Anyway, I don't use toothpaste. I use dog shit. Yeah, I'm kind of trying this new, au natural, as they call it in Francais. It's a new au natural recipe for self-care and cleaning. Very, very new, very bougie, very chic. Very human. Imagine what monsters you've led to Germa's chat. I mean, fair enough. That said, though, I would argue Germa has a wider reach, especially since a lot of his big streams, where, like, he can appeal to people that don't even usually watch streams. So that's, I think, probably where the oil guy came from. Like, he watched him do clown baseball or whatever, and he was just like, yeah, I like this guy. I want to see if he likes oil. Like, is he an oil enjoyer like I am? Because for as many people that watch this channel, and there are a lot, like, it's no small amount of people, and I know when I play Pizza Tower, that number's gonna go up a little bit. It's a lot of fucking people, but that said, I still kind of feel like it's still weirdly kind of niche overall. Maybe I'm reading the room wrong, maybe people have different views than I do, but it's not like... You know, I don't think it ever quite hit that level. So I feel like, we don't have oil people, but we have, like, weirder, I think. That, like, I've definitely enabled via weird commentary. Like, listen, okay, I may not have a chat member that comes in here and is like, hey, Vinny, do you like oil? But I have chat members that are like, hey, I wonder if I can get Vinny to say self-suck today. The door has no power. Still has no power. Thought this was one too. It is. Oh man, I really gotta be using that thermal. What a clever mechanic this is too. Like, I don't think I've ever really seen that done the same way in other games, aside from the Prime series. Therm it up. Remember Therm Scissor Punch? When the Solo movie was announced, they promoted it with, like, an image of, like, a lobster claw, like, pistol shrimp type alien dude who's called Therm Scissor Punch. And, like, he was in the Solo movie for, like, 3 minutes. 3 minutes? 3 seconds? If that. Pat raided again? Did Pat raid? Pat stares at- oh, there's Pat. There's Pat. He probably stopped by, raided. Hey, thank you. Hey, Pat, people. Pat's such a fucking good dude. I've told Pat, I wish I could repay the favor, but I stream at different times. It always just ends up with Pat, like, people coming to my streams, but I appreciate it. Yeah, Therm Scissor Punch was real. They even, like, released a toy, but then you watch the movie and you think maybe Therm is gonna be like like an actual, like, supporting character. It's like, hey, Solo! Is that the Millennium Falcon? It's like, and then Solo's like, hey, Therm, I need you to go punch that guy. And then he just, like, fucking rips someone in half with his pistol shrimp punching abilities. And no, not at all. So disappointing. I don't even remember. I've seen the Solo movie, I guess, twice. Which I actually like, aside from the fact that it all happens in a weekend. Like, everything we know about Han Solo happens, like, overnight. That and, him getting his name is just so incredibly dumb. And there's a lot of other dumb shit, but I still find it to be a very enjoyable heist movie. But having watched the movie twice, I don't remember if Therm does anything. Like, maybe he shows up in the background, like, once? Imagine promoting a character called Therm Scissor Punch and then not featuring him prominently in your movie. Anyway, Aquadrone. Aquadrone? security mecha adapted for use in underwater areas. Space pirates have adapted a number of Sentry drones for use in liquid environments. These aqua drones utilize arsenal and artificial intelligence suite similar to their cousins. Pirates have been unable to properly shield these drones from electrical attacks, making them vulnerable to the wave beam. Bold of Samus to use an electricity beam underwater. That chat member from a while ago never even asked about toothpaste. He asked about toothpicks. Well, that's embarrassing. Led me on a fucking whole tangent about the oil guy and, like, using dog shit as toothpaste, and it was never even about that. Check, can I open this? Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, I use toothpicks. In fact, as a nail biter, sometimes I use toothpicks so I can stop biting my nails for a little bit, but then inevitably I return to biting nails. But, I use toothpicks a lot, yes. That, and also it's just good to have them in your car, just in case, like, you eat, like, I don't know, like a cheesesteak or something that can easily get stuck in your teeth. That would be cool. You know how, like, Sting, his nickname is Sting? I can say words. I swear I can say them! Like, the lead singer of the Police band, you know how, like, his name is Sting? How cool would it be if your name was Toothpick? Like, what kind of band would you be in if your name was Toothpick? I kind of feel like a punk band. You'd be a loser if your name was Toothpick. Alright, fine. What about Glamdring? Alright. If there can be a Sting, why not name your, you know, have your nickname be Glamdring or Orcrist? I feel like Goblin Cock probably has a guy named Orcrist in it. I don't know enough about that band to know for sure, but that seems like the kind of band that would have that.
Recording to logbook.
Aquasac. Aquasac will burst when subjected to impact or trauma, believed to be in the same family as the sapsac. This plant has similar features. It will burst when exposed to force. This protective response keeps most creatures from feeding on it. What about the sad sack? I watched this streamer named Vinesauce. He's very funny. Talk about toothpick and dog shit. And then make that joke. Vin, any weird dreams lately? Oh, thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I got one. I had a dream I was playing an open world Castlevania game. And, it was similar to Breath of the Wild in the sense that you could fight Dracula pretty much anytime you wanted, and, like, the castle was clearly visible in the background at almost all times. And, kind of like the blood moon in the dream, I remember the sky turning completely red, but when it turned red, Dracula would actually come after you, because it would be like a cursed moon, like a blood moon. But instead of it being like enemies respawn, like Dracula actually fucking comes after you. And in the dream, I was in the game, like in real life. And I remember I went into town, and the sky was still red. And I went into like an inn or something, and I was just trying to like... I thought I was safe, because in my mind, in the game, Dracula couldn't enter a town. So I get into the town, and then like an NPC that I had previously spoken to knocks on the door and asks me if I need anything in the inn, in the tavern. And I'm like, no, I'm good. And then it's Dracula. It's actually Dracula. And he starts fucking fighting me and throwing me against a wall and shit. And then I woke up. But that was a dream I had where I thought that would be kind of neat if... Yeah, like every now and then you're just hunted by the main villain. And you can do a little bit of damage and then you can escape and that's it. But there are nights where you won't even see him. Like maybe 2 or 3 nights in a row, he just doesn't show up. And you get like a false sense of security. And then little by little, the game starts fucking with you. So like, the aforementioned moment, you know, you think you're safe because you've never seen him in town before, and the townsfolk are like, yeah, Dracula can't enter these sacred spaces. And then you go to just chill, and then there he is. But, you know, the first couple times you see him, it's in not those circumstances. So, yeah, you just get led into a false sense of security. Maybe sometimes it's not even Dracula that hunts you, I don't know. But in the dream, yeah, he just was like, it is me! That sounds like a sick game concept. I think, as I said, not every game needs to be open world. But the more I thought about this, it would be like... kind of like a good Simon's Quest in some ways.
Radiation detected. Radiation detected.
And maybe like, oh, I just want to hit a save point. I guess the game would be kind of Breath of the Wild-y, but like more whip-based, maybe Lords of Shadow influence. And, yeah, I mean, if it was something like that, you could just, like, go down into crypts and find new weapons, new artifacts. You have to, like, go through this open world and find, like, pieces of like, Dracula or something. Or, like, various items that can be used to eventually seal him for good. Like, maybe he destroys various towns that you've been to. So, like, maybe a couple safe... I'm just spitballing for fun, but like a couple of the towns that you had already visited are actually just then completely destroyed and the people are relocated because Dracula just like fucked everything up. So the world is like kind of ever-changing. And there would be some Elden Ring style like crypts. Perhaps. Bendesium? I guess that's something I can't quite get to yet. Phazon mines have a quicker save point. Oh. Shows a ruined south. I mean, this has to loop back to a save point. In-game story motivation for Dracula is that he hates Italians due to their garlic-entitled blood. Garlic-infused blood? What? I'm not really sure what you said, but... Them damn Italians and their garlic blood. Trust me, I know. Garlic enriched blood. Got it. Listen, whenever there's a recipe that calls for garlic, I almost always double that. So, I mean, fair. Yeah, speaking of garlic, we're gonna play Pizza Tower now. But... again, love Metroid Prime Remastered. I haven't tried Sea of Stars yet, and I haven't been playing a ton of Fire Emblem Engage. I think I got like 12 hours in, but I might continue a bit at some point soon. I'm not sure yet, but it was enjoyable. I just, again, no attachment to the characters or the story, almost none. But the gameplay is just so fucking good, and I like building my characters. Alright, chat. We're gonna do the Yellow Ledbetter challenge. So, here's how it works. I'm gonna play you a song by Pearl Jam called Yellow Ledbetter. This is a famous song for having misheard lyrics, and no one knows what the fuck this dude's talking about. If you've never heard this song, you can participate. After the break, I will return. Try to catch some of the words, and try to decipher a meaning. Genuinely. I like the song, by the way. I like the guitar, I like the melody. I think it's a cool song, but if you're not into Eddie Vedder singing, oh boy, this is as Vedder-y as it gets. But I'll just say, once again, do your best to decipher this. Try to figure out what he's saying. Even if you can make out a couple words, that would be great. So, are you ready? Here we go.